Hello and welcome back everybody. It's Complicated Relationships Reddit Stories. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. Now let's see what the story is about today. What if your fiance messed around with another man at her bachelorette party, which you feel is normal, but then you find out that she has gone further and spent the night at his place? Would you think that he should forgive her? The wedding is in 3 weeks. Just a little request before we start. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel.
I don't know how to explain all of this. Basically, I was snooping around last night when I saw her phone ticket off and it was a message from her friends about the party. I stayed up and been checking the computer, Facebook messages with her friends, and found that she cheated during her bachelorette party. By that, I don't mean getting a tease or something, which I would be okay with. I understand it's a bachelorette party, but she actually ended up going home with another guy that night. She has this guy added on Facebook, but the chat merely consists of, "had a good time, and it was nice to meet you" type of conversation, which dates back to the bachelorette party. I have, however, read the messages between her and her friends and found out what she had done there. It all seems as if it was a one-night stand thing that happened then, but I'm a big mess. I haven't slept all night, and she is headed for work when she wakes up. I don't know what to do. We're supposedly getting married in 3 weeks. I'm thinking of simply packing all my bags after she leaves to work and just leaving the flat. It's her family's flat anyway. We were planning on buying a house, having kids, grow old. I want to throw all of that out the window. I'm sitting here feeling drunk and depressed. I don't know why, but I'm more angry than sad. I haven't cried since I found out about all of this.
Now, here is the first update.
My head was still messed up. I still don't think she cheated other than this night. Nothing I found indicated anything else. I guess she wanted this to be her last night before settling down or something. I honestly don't know and don't care. In the morning, when I was outside, she had woken up. She asked me what I'd been up to, basically came to give me a kiss and a hug. I followed through with it, but honestly felt empty doing it. She asked me why I had been drinking and why I didn't come to sleep last night, and I told her I was just having some nightmares, but everything was fine. She asked me if any stress was related to the marriage and the plans. I just told her something along the lines of, "You know I love you. There is no stress I have for the marriage. How can you be stressed about the best thing in your life?" After a while, she left for work. I basically started packing my most important things, my computer, clothes, and a few more things. I didn't really care about my other belongings much. I just wanted to get out of there ASAP. I called and canceled the venue we were supposed to be having the wedding at. Apparently, they take 15% of the money for canceling so early on because we were having such a big event. I told them it's fine and I really don't care at this point. Around 1 p.m., I called a taxi and went to stay at a hotel around 100 kilometers away from my city. I didn't leave any note or pictures at home. I just left.
Now, OP is planning on leaving her to stay with a close friend who lives about 300 kilometers away, but he feels he just needed some alone time in a hotel for some time to think everything through.
Around 3:30 p.m., my phone starts ringing with calls from my ex-fiancée, her sister, her friends, her parents, my parents, and a few of our mutual friends. The only 2 people I called back was my parents. I basically told them a nicer version of what happened, asked them not to say anything. I told them it's over and that I won't be getting married. I didn't tell them exactly what happened, just that I found out she wasn't being loyal to me, and I didn't think giving details would help in any way. Later, my dad calls me back and is telling me my ex-fiancée is completely hysterical and has basically broken down completely, not understanding what is going on. I just told my dad not to intervene and that I need some alone time now. I basically just shut my phone down and have been staying silent ever since. Her sister knew about what happened at the bachelorette party. I have the texts to prove it. She even laughed about it and told her not to feel guilty because it's her bachelorette and that women should go all in on this night. I'm seriously considering replying to the sister with just an image of the conversation where she is telling her this.
Now, here is the second and last update.
Yesterday, I was having my phone continually ringing by many family members from her side and friends. The only person I responded to was the sister with part of the conversation where she and the sister talk about it all. I didn't include anything in the response except an image of the conversation, and the sister went pretty much silent after that. During the day, I contacted the co-owner of my business and let him know the full story. He told me to take as much time as I need, and even advised me to head off to a vacation. This guy is a childhood friend of mine. My plans have changed a bit. I'm still staying at this hotel for another few days, and then perhaps moving on to the friend I was supposed to go to. I called him up and let him know I want to head off somewhere, perhaps a trip to somewhere nice, another country or something. It's all still not yet 100% decided. Later in the day, I responded to my ex. The calls kept coming in less frequently since I sent that message to her sister. I had this gut feeling she was going to come up with an excuse of some sort. I picked up the phone, and the first thing I hear is a torn-up voice. I could hear she had been crying all day and was in a messed-up state.
Now, the fiancé keeps begging him to come back, that there is an explanation to everything.
I could hear the sister and someone else in the background. Anyway, I told her to explain it to me right then and there. She said because I only seen a small part of the conversation, it's all been misunderstood. That I should come back home, that she loves me, and that I've taken a rational decision to leave without a real reason. During the entire conversation, I was just giving really short, empty answers in a cold way, like, yeah, okay, what? Explain it to me. After she told me it's all a misunderstanding, I told her to call me back in 10 minutes and to check Messenger. After I hung up, I sent her the entire conversation log with a ton of screenshots. It didn't take 2 minutes for her to call back, crying hysterically, saying sorry for everything, saying she doesn't want to lose me. She said she was forced by her friends and sister to have fun one last time, that she needed to let all the energy out before stepping into a marriage for life. I was quiet during most of it. The more I didn't talk and just said, okay, the more she was crying. She started telling me that I can see other women if I want to get back at her, or that she will tell everyone about what she did so I can take her back, that she will do anything it takes for me to come back, and that this was a mistake of her life, and that she hates her sister and friends for this. I told her seeing other women was not something I needed, because the moment I met her and started loving her, she was the only woman I needed. I didn't need to meet or be with someone else to know the best thing of my life was waiting at home. The sister was telling her something in the background, but I couldn't hear her. I don't know what the sister was telling her, or if she was getting angry at her or something. She kept begging and begging me, and I just told her, if she comes clean to her parents and family, I will think about it. After that, she started saying something, but I just hung up. For like half an hour, my phone goes silent without much response, and her father calls me up and apologizes for everything. He and his wife know what happened now, and he is so sorry for all of this. He told me he understands how I feel and that he didn't raise his daughter to do something like this. He said he understands if I don't want to see her again, but that I always will be welcome at his home and that I am a good guy. His wife basically then takes the phone from him and tells me she did a mistake and she regrets it and it will never happen again and that we can move forward from this. She tells me her daughter has never been this destroyed before.
OP politely tells her that he appreciates her opinion, then says he has to go and says goodbye.
My ex-fiancé calls me back and begs me again, saying she told her parents and also sent a text message to our mutual friends about what had happened. She then keeps crying, asking me when I will come back to speak with her and say we can even go to counseling and that she will pay for everything. She kept apologizing and apologizing on the phone and I didn't say much. After some time, I just told her not to cry, that she shouldn't be apologizing because single women, like herself, are allowed to do these things, and I hope she will one day find Mr. Right. She starts crying even harder, and her sister takes the phone and says sorry and tells me everything can be fixed, reminded me that I said I would take her back now that she told everyone about what she did. I told the sister I only said I would think about it, and now that I realized that I cannot trust her, I wish her and her sister the best. She then tells me her sister is going into a depression that could lead to something bad. The only thing I said was, it's a good thing you are close to her so you can make sure she doesn't do anything bad. Maybe take her to a doctor or something. After this, I just hung up. My phone has been blowing up with messages from mutual friends, her and her sister saying sorry and basically begging me to come back. I don't plan on responding. I honestly feel a lot better right now, like I can move on. I will be going for vacation this upcoming week, I think. I don't know when I feel okay to start dating women again, but we will see. Edit. My friend went over to get the ring from her, but she refused to give it to him and told me she would not give it to anyone else and that I have to pick it up by myself. I don't know why she's still acting like this. I am thinking of just letting the ring go and be able to have a clear mind.
End of the story. Well, OP, this is exactly what most people would advise. Go have fun with your best friends and keep contact with her to a minimum. It's okay to feel bad for her. You loved her and had planned a future together. That is not going to just disappear regardless of what she does. Just give it some time, hopefully to be replaced by something far more real and valuable than the life with her ever could have been. I wish you all the best, OP. Please like, comment and share the video if you enjoyed it. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you will be notified when we upload the next video. Take care.